Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token Channel. Your host Superman. Good to see you in the house. Welcome to another day, Saturday here in New Zealand. Saturday morning, in fact, 7th of May, 11 a.m. So I hope you guys had a good time. Man, there was a lot of good streams earlier. I watched a bit of Rag to Riches with good old Biz with Briz and the multiverse alternative to this reality. That was pretty funny. So pretty cool. Good to see Briz in the house. Doing his awesome, charming thing as always. And what else? I think Crypto Heartbeat had the PulseDodge coin founder on the show, and that was pretty fun too. I didn't watch much of that, just a little snippet. And also Cabana was on there too. That was pretty good. I watched a little bit of that. Yeah, that was a pretty cool show. So lots of cool stuff happening at the moment. And of course, here we are on Hex Token Channel. Going to check out all the prices. We're going to also look at Pulsechain, PulseX as well, and of course, Rack and Rochelle. We're going to check that out. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Man, oh man, let's get into the chat. But the crypto market is a lava red, is it, or red is lava, something like that. So pretty cool. Get into the chat. Say hello. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. We're going to get into it. Brazology was first. Definitely was first there. What's up, Superman? Woohoo! Loved your multiverse names. Yeah, that was funny. As if you haven't seen that, check that out on Rags and Rich's video towards the end, I believe. And yeah, so check that out. Hey, thank you. You're welcome, man. That was some funny stuff, bro. And feel free to use the Dr. Hart photo if you ever want to use it as a thumbnail. It could go well with your superhero thumbnail. Yeah, I like that. So I will look at that one, Brazology. Thanks, man. I actually really liked it when I saw it. I thought, man, that's so cool. I love those cool thumbnails. It was really cool. Stay strong, wait, telling Superman. That's true. That is hilarious, man. What else we got going there? Dingo Wolf in the house, third. Cool. And I'd like to thank drum roll. What else we got going there? We got to have a look. Thomas says right. Also been seeing Briz for at least a year and a half. Just saw he has a YouTube channel. Secret. Yeah. I think Brazology is getting pretty close to becoming one of the preeminent content creators in the space. And of course, he's been on a lot of channels lately. Is he sneaking up on everybody? I think so. It'd be pretty awesome. What show was the PulseDodge founder on? Crypto Heartbeat, Brazology, Crypto Heartbeat. KD's in the house. Hey. Good to see you, KD. Brazology 2 with the Ducks. Hookshot says, what's up? OMF's in the house as well. Good afternoon. I'll get a few minutes of stream before going to the gym. Nice one, though, OMF. And yeah, pump that workout. As Arnold Schwarzenegger says, get the pump. Something like that. I got to practice my Arnie accents, though. Agenda 69 says, and we're live. That's right, Matty Allen would say, and we're live. Back to the future. DeLorean in the house, in the garage, actually. DeLorean in the garage. Lights Beneath in the house. Hello, how are you today? Good to see you, Lights Beneath. Always a pleasure to have Eyes Beneath in the house, and our latest channel member as well. So big shout out to Lights Beneath. What else we got there? James Bond in the house. Good to see you, James Bond. The emoji's looking smashing. That's pretty good. Good evening, everybody. Says James Bond. Dean D in the house. Woohoo! I've been waiting for this. Says Dean D. Hey, me too. It's great to be here for sure. And Lights Beneath says hello all. Here's the ultimate strategy, folks. If you want the ultimate strategy, Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLSX for the win. And that's how we roll on this channel too. Big shout out. Brendan in the house there, morning family. Good to see you. We are a family. Did you see Hodg Twins tweet about PulseX? No, I didn't. But we're going to look at the other side of that, Chris. So we're going to look at Rackham's tweet. But I'll try and get on the Hodge ones as well. Thanks, Chris, for the heads up. I just got up only a little while ago. So that's not, a little while. But I've been doing a few chores. I haven't been able to check much stuff. Chris Ice is content creator. Yeah, that's a laugh, man. Content creator. Where is he on that? Yeah. I don't even know what that is. That Jewish or something? I don't know. I can't read that. That's hilarious. Brazil, that was hilarious earlier. Yeah, great job. Beam D says, yeah, pretty funny. If you haven't checked out Brazology's multiverse meme, check it out on Rag to Riches because it was so funny. It goes through a whole ton of different memes of Richard Hart being in alternative jobs and realities, so it's pretty funny. Cookies and Crypto says, woo, good to see you streaming, Superman. Hit the like and let's get to 100 likes. Yeah, we've got 12 likes, folks. There's currently 34 people watching, so definitely smash the likes. It's easy to do. It is free. So definitely helps with the algorithms. Smash that like out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, of course. What else we got going? A token. How are you, brother? HM Rap Crypto's in the house. Very, very good, man. Hope all is well. All is well. The weather's doing pretty well. A bit cooler in the nights, but otherwise pretty good. Let me know how many people you got for doing your fitness challenges. Is it over 250? I heard that number. I don't know if that's right, but let me know during my crypto in the chat there. Mexican Hexagon says morning. Woo! Good to see you, Mix as well with the emojis looking good. Mexican Hexagon's great stream by Wales only last night. Hex is still the GOAT. Yeah, it was a very, very good one. I did watch a lot of that one, Mexican Hexagon. So that was pretty cool. Even one of my charts made it into one of the presentations. That was pretty hilarious. So it was pretty cool. KD says Liquid Line stream was talking about you, says KD. Were they? What stream was that on? Was that on Liquid Lines? I don't know. I have to check that out. I didn't know that one. Papa Laba's in the house here. What up? And Brisoldi Shruggy. Oh, right. Didn't quite show up there. Shruggy. Like this, like that. Content creator, like Shruggy, like that. Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. Nice one, Chris. Took me a little bit to get there, but I got it at the end. Tuna Luna Sandwich says Mix. And I'll have it on my channel soon too. Says Brisoldi. Nice. All right, let me know. Let me know in Discord, Briz, and I'll share that out. Let me know about that. Blues in the house with the fire and best in Jewish Dallas, says Mix. Dallas, yeah. All right, hey, look at this market at the moment. So I thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. We got Bitcoin just a slight slowdown. Is it 36.27? I think it's going to bounce from here. Do you think it's going to recover? Let's see. Let's have a look at the markets at the moment. So this is what this is looking like. And of course, let's have a quick look on the chart itself. We're going to have a quickly run through these numbers. It's always good to keep the bigger picture. And of course, we're sitting up here 39.5, and look, we trounced down to 36 there. That's the 1 month chart. Let's have a look at the 7 days. Let me scroll that up a little bit. 7 days there. And yeah, we're just absolutely smashed down to 36. But what was the lowest? 35,600. 35,600, man, really? Wow. So that's what happened there. Let's have a look at the markets quickly. You can see the markets closed in red again, so down just a fraction of a percent there. And we've got a few comments on here. The Dow posted its 6 weekly loss Friday. So this is like zooming out from crypto. And we look at what some of the health of the other asset markets are. It's better than expected monthly jobs reports that keep fears about inflation-led slowdown in the economy front and center at the time when expectations of more aggressive Federal Reserve policy tightening continue to heat up. So that's coming up for July, I think. Non-payrolls jobs in the US, 420,000 in April, above consensus. So that was positive, but of course, and the unemployment rate at 3.6%. Wage growth slowed 0.3% for the month, but economists continue to forecast wages to resume their uptrend. So I guess that's kind of an inflationary issue. We still expect the unemployment rate to drop to 3% by the end of the year, and wage inflation to accelerate towards 6%, which in turn will put a floor under the inflation of about 3 or 4%. So that's not the Federal Reserve be looking at that. Inflation expected to trend above the Fed's 2% target for some time, exacerbating investor worries about the impact on the consumer, which makes up about 2/3 of the economy. Fed Chairman Powell was hoping that he could derail inflation without a significant increase in unemployment, but Chief Economist Grant Thornton said, hope is not the same as reality. That's true there. And ultimately, tech stocks, which suffered a rout a day earlier, and obviously a pretty serious, like quite a high pullback, I think it was about 7-8% from memory, continue to come under pressure from rising treasury yields as investors bet on more aggressive Fed monetary policy tightening continue to heat up. So we had all the big tech stocks, Google, Microsoft, Meta, and going up and going down a little bit more. So just in addition, it went down another % or so. So some pretty interesting stuff there. I won't go through the rest of it. It's about material stocks and energy stocks, but you can see that the tech stocks definitely took a hit there, and the markets were down. And if we jump over to the The stocks, we can see Alpha, Tesla, all down there about 1% or so. Amazon down 1.4%, Netflix 4%, Meta Platforms 2%. So still in the down low there. So that's pretty much it. Commodities, of course, oil still up pretty high, $110, $113 so still pretty high, and gold at 1882. So some interesting numbers there. Always good to keep a sense of what's going on there as well. Now, it doesn't have the bond rates in there, but I think the bond rates, they're around about 3%, somewhere in that ballpark. And we've got the indicators there for the bond mark. No, we've got the index there, so I haven't got that there, so I'm not going to bother finding it. But there we are. Have we got them at the top here? Maybe economic indicators. There, might have it there. Got that there? No, that doesn't have it either. All right, cool. We'll jump out of there. That's all I want to talk about, really, was just to highlight just the issues, the inflation, the employment, the Fed, and the tech stocks. That's kind of the key ones there. Cool zip, as we say. Let's have a look at the Hex, though. Hex is a shining light on the hill, is it? Because we've got the markets looking pretty red on the lava there. The market's looking pretty red. And, of course, if we go to, someone posted this up, so we're going to go look at this and pull that over. And we're going to look at the bubbles. This is the bubbles here. Pretty cool. This site here, I'll post that in the chat there if you want to save that to one of your favorites. And someone posted that yesterday. Now, other people have used this, but I haven't really used it. So definitely check that out. Hex was in the middle here yesterday. Oh, here's Hex here. Look, that's Hex there. Boom. And you can hit it, and it pulls up a cool chart, so it's pretty neat. It's got the price there. It's a pretty cool looking site, to be honest. Some key market stuff there as well. Year up 400% for the year, month 30.8, weekly 10.4, daily 4.5. So all pretty good for Hex if you look at it. So cool. Tron, what the heck's happening with Tron? I haven't watched to see what Tron's been doing pretty well lately. I have no idea why. I need to fix it up. Obviously something's happened there. And let me know in the chat if you know what's happening with Tron. Yeah, interesting stuff. But Hex itself is doing pretty well. So if we look we're on the hourly chart here. And we can see that we've got our support line still intact. It's a pretty weak support line, but it's an hourly one, and we've managed to hold that. We've still got our higher low intact. This is our previous low. We've got our higher low intact. This is at the bottom of our next range. You know how we talked about next range being about 15.5 cents to 18.5 cents, and of course we bounced off that, and now we're bounced off 16.8 here. And we're still holding the uptrend, so nice. We're still got that momentum, and of course on the DMI on the hourly we have got the sellers in control, but the buyers starting to come back a little bit there, so that was cool. And RSI has got plenty of room to move up, just sitting in the middle there. So yeah, it looks pretty good to me. And we've got a slightly higher low there if you want to look at the local area there, slightly higher low. So yeah, let's see another attack on 20 cents. I feel the need for speed. That's all I feel. So cool. Let's have a look on the daily on this chart, as we do. Man, can't wait till we have Pulse and PulseX. We are going to look at those, but we're going to look at them on testnet. But can't wait to have those real prices and the incentive token. It's going to be cool. And let's not forget the good old incentive token. So that's what the daily chart looks like at the moment. So definitely rising up there, looking good today. And still got that uptrend in play, so that's cool. And maybe we'll get our green FOMO candle after all. Target 20-22 cents. Of course, we want to break that, get into the next trading range between 22 and 28 cents, and then of course we consolidate in there. Now remember, the higher we are, the better for when we get the staging from Richard Hart around Pulsechain launch. And of course, Richard's trying to finalize those sacrifice balances now. And of course, we've got to break 30 cents, get it in the middle there between 30 and 35, consolidate there. Obviously, the higher we are, when that announcement, or however you're going to do it, whether we get the fork announcement and the Pulsechain announcement is, the higher we are, the better we will pump, like the wood is pump. So we just want to itch our way up. But of course, it would be nice to get some good, strong days in ahead of us. Be nice to break this in the next 2-3 days, and preferably earlier. So it'd be nice to see maybe next 2-3 days pound back up into the 20 cent range. That'd be really, really cool. So So we'll keep looking out for that. Obviously, we've not got too many days left to the middle of May, and all hell break loose, right? We've got 8 days there and 15 days for a week later, remember? So if we pull up Richard's comment here, we're going to pull that up in a second. I'll get back to the comments in a minute. Just let me add that in, and we'll listen to Richard's heart. This is the last one he gave us, of course. I've seen this a few times.
Since we're targeting mid-May, he would appreciate launching Pulsechain on his birthday.
All right.
So we like May 14th, and we'll
all close. It's basically like the final step is like staging to where you practice the things that need to happen for mainnet, and then see if you can get anything to screw up, and do that over and over again until it's going to be fine for mainnet. So we're not in staging yet, but we're getting close. Like SAC totals is looking really good. The AMM bot now works against basically all the Uniswaps, which is nice. What else? Yeah, so like it's DevOps, which is making the launch stuff work right, and then AMM's pretty much done. Well, I got to analyze what AMM did, so we still have to see what the outcome of the logic has done and make sure that it makes sense. So now, I mean, mid-May, we're targeting it.
I'm
50-50 mid-May, 75% a week later, maybe. I don't know. I think we could do it. It's really, they're unknown unknowns, so we're close. We're running out of stuff to do. We're really running out.
So that was the last one from Richard. So I like to play that until we get a new video update. That's kind of the one we've got at the moment. So that was cool. But of course, the sacrifice balances, he wants people to check them and spread the word around so we can get that finalized. So that's pretty cool. Mix says, buy your dip, you all. Yeah, absolutely. And KD says, yeah, Liquid Lions gave you a shout out on his live stream Pulsechain strategies, the best and the worst. Hey, that's cool. With special guests. That's pretty nice. Thanks, KD. And do your own research. BTFD says Mix. I'll find the timestamp. Hey, nice one there, KD. Let me just look at KD in the chat there. Cool. And cool. Welcome to the chat there, KD. Just made you a moderator, so congratulations. Francis in the house there. Hello. Good to see Francis. Lots of love there. And PLSD Hex holding strongly. And 450 signups for the fitness challenge. Really? Well done, man. And well done to the community for participating. Man, that's fantastic, Jim Rat Crypto. Congratulations. It's really, really cool. If you haven't subscribed to Jim Rat Crypto, go subscribe. Definitely follow the channel. And man, it's Jim Rat Crypto's. Check the channels tab here on Hex Token. You'll find Jim Rat Crypto's channel. Go subscribe. That was awesome. He's doing a big fitness challenge. Does awesome Hex and Pulsechain videos too, with Sam Stolt, I think it is. So cool. Hex Token is talk of the town with the great content, says Brennan. I appreciate that, Brennan. And Brazil says, I don't think you should even address the drama with STO. You are above it. Keep this show going. Says Brazil. No, hey, Brazil, I don't. I just ignore it all. I'm too mature for that sort of rubbish, you know, so that's just the way it goes. Maybe if I was 20 years younger, I'd probably go hard at it, but no. Alex got the house in there. Woo! Hey, good to see Alex. And Thomas says, dang, that great Jim Rat Crypto. Yeah, that's fantastic, eh? He's talking about Silver the Antidote there, Mix. Came on and trolled my channel. It was a bit weird behavior, to be honest. But hopefully, I wish him the best in doing what he does, whatever. Mix says, PLS, please tell. And KD says, BRB? One PLS stock equals 2 Bitcoins. They never know. You never know. It could happen. We keep on open table policy here, says Mix. Hex GT says bottom almost in for S&P 500. One more epic bull run left in the 100-year cycle. And one more epic bull run left. Yeah, I think you're right there, Hex GT. Honestly, I think that's a good observation. And Mix says, yeah. Silver the Antidote. Yeah. Thanks for the update, says Property Review. Good to see you in the house there, and it was great having you on the channel yesterday. Big shout out. Okay, gotcha. We'll do, Briz. Rogello Tega, Rojo from Vegas. What's up, compa? So we can no longer stake our sacrifice PulseX points until the launch. Yeah. So basically, you just got to wait for the mainnet. Then you'll see your PulseX tokens in your wallet on the blockchain. You'll have to add the contract address to your wallet to be able to see it in your MetaMask or whatever wallet you're using. But yeah, so you won't be able. We don't think there will be one-sided staking for PulseX straight away. So you just got to be in the pools. So you just got to be patient with that one. But possibly we might see the incentive token. Cool whip, everybody's Crystal's in the house there. And Tom says, yo, think Fed too scared to break it yet? I love Bubble says mix. Yeah, it's a pretty cool site, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of look at that, it's cool, man. And we've got Hex there, woo. TRX, woo. That's pretty neat. You got ape there, woo. Even spin the ape around. Look at that, spin the ape around. Look at that. Oh, it didn't show that time, but it did the first time. What's that one? Does it do it with the Hex? No, it doesn't do it with the Hex. It's a pretty cool site though. What's up, Suit Man? Hey, Judge. Woohoo! WTF, what is that big ape? And Sandy Bitch in the house. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, everybody, by the way. It is Saturday here in New Zealand, but happy Friday to you around the world. In the northern states, I guess. Hey, Summer Solstice in the house. What's up, Hex Token? Greetings from Mexico. Good to see you. Man, woohoo. I got to go to some of those beaches in Mexico. Look pretty amazing. Thomas Turner in the house. And Sandy Beach with the emojis. They look so good. Just scroll back up here. A few of these things here. Boom. And Lies Beneath says RH for the win. Absolutely lies beneath. FUD 1 sock equals 1 BTC. That's hilarious. Mix in the house here with the Hex Token Rocket. Nice. And what else we got? Sick of watching this clip. I'm on mute, says Dinglewolf. And are we there yet? Yeah. J-Pon says there's a weird laugh in it. Dinglewolf. Yeah, that's true. Yes, Liquid Lines gave you a nice shout out. Hey, that was pretty cool, Sandy Beach. There's a big shout out to Liquid Lines for that. We got 18.3 cents on Hex at the moment. It's doing pretty well. Now, when we were watching it live, let's go back to the hourly here on the Hex price chart. When we were watching it live yesterday, when I went to sleep, I was actually up around here. So the price was down here. I was like, oh, that's interesting. It was still above the support line, but it managed to rebounce after that. Just shows you the sentiment at the moment, given the fact that the market's relatively red here. So Hex is looking sort of cool. Hex, obviously, the kind of the golden child, the principal benefiter of a Pulsechain coming up. So pretty cool. Jim Chris says, I support the Hex Token family. That's really beautiful, Jim Chris. I appreciate it. Token is a class act. Hey, thanks very much for that. Dean D says, be right back. Right, BRB. Hex Token, no drama for me too, says Sandy Beach. Yeah, it's not worth it, is it? I don't know why people do that stuff. I don't know. It's just weird. T says, keep up the great content. Thank you, CST. I appreciate that. Jimmy in Sandy Beach. And lies beneath in there with the emojis. Keep at it, bro, says J Magic. Absolutely. Hello, family. Completion fails in the house. Is it Sunday in New Zealand, Andre? No, Saturday. It's Saturday at 11:24 a.m. Is the time frame. CJ says, hey, fella, good to see CJ and J-Man in the house. Woo! GRC is definitely in the house. He's rocking it. Absolutely killing it out there, doing a great job. Saturday in Australia, Sunday is shining, but it's quite chilly in Australia. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's actually quite sunny here. It gets chilly in the evenings now, though, because of it's so sunny, I guess. Yeah. Mixed with what with SDF, if that noise, yeah. It's it's nonsense, isn't it? It's all nonsense. Mixed. I agree with you on that one. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. Keep doing what your great work, says Claire. Hey Claire, appreciate that. I love your name, Claire Beautiful. That's a pretty cool name. Great work, nice one. All right, good morning, Crypto Pay's in the house. Hey, Crypto Pay, woohoo, rocking it here. So we're doing pretty well. The Hex price, 18.3 cents. Well, let's jump over to Hedron. And Hedron here having a little pump, green pump too, 12.86. So that's not too bad. We'll have a check on the hourly here. And we had a nice little recovery there. So if you managed to benefit from this, you took the stab, and then you would be up 20%, which is a pretty nice gain in just a day, inside a day from the looks of it. So that's pretty epic. 11 inside a day, up 20%. That's not bad, especially given the fact that the market is red. So well done if you got a bit of Hedron there. And some people think on yesterday's stream were saying that we're going to accumulate a little bit of Hedron. Now it has done its big pullback. The question is, would it do a 90% or 95? It did get pretty high, but no, I think it's got a bit of legs in it. It's obviously ran out of the big momentum because there's lots of other coins, the meme coins. We're going to look at those in a second, taking a bit of attention as well. But I do think it's going to play out pretty well in long term. It's also going to benefit from Pulsechain. So, we'll see. We should see a rally in all these tokens that are coming on to Pulsechain. So it looks pretty good. Definitely a good, you want to pick up after the 85% pullback, good DCA level. And even if it does go down to 95%, if it's as long as the token's good, and this one is backed by Hex stakers, so it should be pretty good with that. Maxi at the moment, 21.13 cents, and if we use the switch it around there, we can see that it's currently trading at a 14.26 premium. It did drop down to 108 for a brief period, but it's back up towards trend here. There's kind of a trend line. It's not completely scientific, but it's close enough. It might be a little bit higher, who knows, but it's probably around that point. But in any case, that's doing pretty well, and keeping that premium at the moment. So interesting. We will follow that premium for a while over Hex as well. So cool, looking not too bad there. Let's switch that back though, and we've got liquidity in the pool, 1.2 million, market cap 62 million on this Maxi stake, and this is Maxi stake. Like Hedron is opening up really new ways for Hex, new paths, and man, this is a kind of a surprise to the upside, and hopefully we'll see more products like this taking more Hex off the market and giving flexibility to users as well. So looking forward to this one. PLSD, PulseDodge coin, the airdrop is at $2.87, so managed to recover. Went down to $2.42. Today's low at $2.49 and currently at $2.87. So showing some strength here at the stage. We'll see whether it can make another get up high. Obviously, if you want to get confirmed trend, you really need it to get another high. So we'll just watch this. Obviously, relatively new. Now, the founder was on Crypto Heartbeat this morning, so you want to watch that. Obviously, it's good to get as much info as you can. So if you want to watch that video, go and do that. Crypto Heartbeat with interview with the PulseDodge coin founder. Now, PulseDodge coin is the secondary coin member in terms of its came out after the original one, which is PulseDodge. PulseDodge with the little doggies, little Richard Hart puppies and stuff, or what do you want to call them? Pretty cute artwork, actually. I actually really like the artwork. That's currently trading at 1% at the moment after having a big rally up to 2.2 cents. So that's pretty much that at the moment. I actually kind of thinking about this. This is kind of what I'm thinking about, but it's more like a like to have rather than a must have. So it's on my like to have a list at the moment. We'll see. Depends on what comes up here. So that's PulseDodge. That's got a $10 million market cap. PulseDodge had a 10 million. PulseDodge coin had a 10 million market cap. PulseDodge has a 10 million market cap. P33 is up at a $19 million market cap. It's got $20,000 of liquidity, and that's pretty small liquidity pool there. So you can see what I mean by the liquidity ratios there to market cap. But it's currently at 46 cents at the moment, so it's definitely off its high. It looks a little bit like the Hedron chart, doesn't it? It looks a little bit like the Hedron chart. If we go to Hedron chart there, well, let's go to the daily on that to make it look more comparison. So it's got the big rally, a little bit of a hump there, and then down. Whereas the P33's got the big rally. The hump's a little bit there, but of course it has not been around as long. Hedron is on day. Remember, Hedron's still on its 100-day launch phase. It's currently on day 70. Oh, now let's pull up the Hedron then. That's a sign. We're going to go to Hedron and pull it over because Hedron is just about finished. Oh my gosh, 29 minutes to get the 4x bonus. So if you have XT shares and you have not claimed, the bonus for the 100-day launch phase, you got a 4x bonus. You got 29 minutes to claim that for every single stake that you have. So you got 29 minutes. If you're watching this and you were planning to do it, maybe you forgot about it, then that's something for you to do. Hopefully you've done your investment due diligence before claiming the bonus. Now the bonus will last the lifetime of the stake, so you don't have to mint the tokens, the Hedron tokens, but you do need to claim the bonus that it applies to the life of your stake, and you must then mint the tokens before your stake matures. You're going to get 1 Hedron times 4 per B share per day, kind of that mathematics. And of course, you just hit the Hedron dApp to claim, connect your wallet. You can add Hedron to your MetaMask, so you can see it in your MetaMask wallet if that's what you're using. And of course, you'll see your stakes as native stakes. And on the right-hand side, you'll see a claim button. You'll see a button. I'm trying to remember what it says, active or something like that. But it will have 2 functions: claim and mint. You just have to hit the claim button. That's all you have to do, and that will cost you a few dollars at the moment. What is the price of Gwei at the moment? Gwei is 33, so not too bad. Might cost you, I don't know, $12, something like that, for per stake, somewhere in that ballpark. So that's pretty cool. So that's Hedron there, so don't miss out on that. And then it's going to go down through a 3x bonus. So after 27 minutes, it's going to go down to 3x bonus. We're going to have 3x bonus for 10 days. So it's 4x bonus at the moment for 27 minutes. Then it's going to drop down to 3x bonus for the next 10 days. Then 2x bonus for the following 2 days. And then finally, obviously 1x at the end. The claim button is going to disappear after that. So after the 100-day launch phase, the claim button will disappear. There'll only be the mint button. And that is the end of the launch phase for Hedron, which is pretty awesome. Congratulations to Alex. Really, really cool product. And of course, you can also do stake new stakes in there using the create HSI stakes. And of course, you just put the hex in and the length of stake. You can do wrap stakes, NFTs, that sort of thing, tradable on OpenSea if you want to exit the position. Obviously, someone's going to buy it, but that's there. Also, if people can borrow against their HSI stakes, you can't borrow against native stakes that you make through go.hex.com or StakeRap, but you can borrow against your HSI stakes. In other words, you can borrow the future Hedron that you would otherwise get if you just let the tick over every day, so every day served. But you can borrow that if, of course, you fail to pay that back over 90 days, then it can be called up into liquidations, and then people can then bid using Hedron and bid on these. That's when the action really starts. If you think about it, it's not actually good, to be honest. I mean, it's the pros and cons, right? Because obviously somebody's not paid their loan back. That may or may not be a particularly bad thing, depending on what they've done with the Hedron. Maybe they made a killing somewhere else with the Hedron or something. They sold it and whatever. But of course, the liquidation will go up here, and then people will bid on it. And some people have speculated that maybe big whales will burn a lot of their supply. So I don't know whether that comes true or not. But people will be able to bid for HSI stakes. Basically, Hex is inside those stakes, right? So you're actually bidding with your Hedron, particularly if it's free, and you're trying to win that stake. So it's going to be pretty exciting to see the at least the first couple of auctions up there for HSI stakes, or the loans on HSI stakes. So it's going to be pretty funny to see the end with the HSI stakes up for auction. It's going to be cool. Now remember, only the winner wins, and so their Hedron gets burned and destroyed. So Hedron gets off the market that way. So it's going to be fascinating to watch it in any case. We'll see. Now, I'm not sure. I think that there's possibly a couple that may end up going there within the next month or two. I mean, Hedron's only 70 days old, so maybe 2 months or something we might see one. Maybe even earlier, because there was a bit of lending at the beginning, if I remember rightly. I don't know if I've got the full. Let me have a look here. Zoom that out. See if we can see some lending in here. I thought there was some lending. Yeah, so some lending here. Was in green, so there was a bit of lending here. Look, I thought there was. Yes, so some lending there. See the lending there on day 7. There was some lending, 409 million there, so it's not a lot, but I don't think there. Yeah, some lending on the other days, 118.5 million there. So there was a bit of lending in there. So we'll see what happens there. So that's cool. That is Hedron, and of course, basically a free airdrop to Hex stakers. And of course, PulseDodge coin is also a free airdrop to stakers, as long as you staked before the 20th of April, though, for this one, for PulseDodge coin. And once again, interview with the founder on a Crypto Heartbeat. That was this morning. I'll probably watch that later today, but that was on there. And looking cool. So P33 kicking along there for 47. Maybe you're going to get a copy of all these on Pulsechain. So that's cool. Finally, let's get back into, we'll go back to Hex, and then we're going to get back into the next part of live stream, talking about Pulsechain and PulseX and the sacrifices. Let me, how far did I get it on back here? I'm wrecked. STA says Mix. And Ryan Lopez is in the house there. Hey, bro. Good to see you, Ryan. Woo! Always good. Great to have Ryan in the house, man. One cool dude. There's Ryan. And Brennan's in the house there. It's like 50,000 can make you a top 100 whales, says Brennan. And hi, and Hedron. Yeah. What else we got? KD back. I'm trying to follow these. J-Man says we are days away from Pulsechain launch. Very exciting, says J-Man. We are. And STA, who cares, says Picuna. And nice, I got a wrench, KD. You did, KD. Congratulations on your wrench, man. And I appreciate your support on the channel. It's really, really cool. Wait till end of the cycle to make significant moves. It's funky now, says Mix. Let's jump through, not people. Francis in house with the hearts there. Hit that like, says J-Man. Definitely smash the like. We've got 64 likes. Hey, that's much better today. We did much better on the likes today. So definitely, if you haven't smashed the like, smash that like. It's free to do. A1 in the house there. Good, always good work, brother. Superman. Hey, A1, appreciate that. And 29 minutes for 4X Hedron. Yeah. Is it not? It's not showing for some reason. Why is it not showing? I'm trying to show that. There we are. Finally got it. That is true. So definitely claim your Hedron if you haven't. Maybe some people may have just deferred it and not done it yet. So it's good that I just accidentally came across that today. Good morning. It says Get Hex. Hey, Get Hex. Good morning to you. And man, was it so cool to see that video of Get Hex yesterday? If you haven't seen it, check out on the property where we had an interview, a property review. We also played the Get Hex video with 8 grandchildren getting Hex stakes, becoming Hexicans. Something beautiful about that. It's really, really quite cool. So yeah, they're going to accumulate. They're going to keep accumulating Hex for the 15 years. It's pretty amazing. Hit that like button, says Diamond Hands. Absolutely. Hex is now. That's right. What else? Good morning. Hex is Brennan. Woohoo! It's Now's in the house there. Hey, It's Now is doing amazing jobs onboarding people with Hex and getting people staked and helping people out with stuff like that. So big shout out to It's Now. I think you must be over 60 people or so now. So huge congratulations to It's Now. That is frontline stuff there. Tim Tup's in the house as well. What's up, Hexicans? Hit the likes, people, says CP. Is anyone else also excited for Pulsechain? I think so, man. We are over the moon. And we're going to be covering it all the way through there. Thomas Turner says excited, starting to vibrate, man. Absolutely. Hey, Heinz Crypto's in the house there. Another cool content creator. Got Jim Rat Crypto in the house, Heinz Crypto as well, and Craig Welling. Man, it feels like we've got royalty in the house here. We've got a couple of content creators in the house. Make sure you go subscribe to all their channels, Heinz Crypto, Gen Hex, and Jim Rat Crypto, all on the channels tab here on Hex Token. Go subscribe and boost their channel because they're doing amazing stuff there. Hello, lovely people, says Craig. What else? Blue's in the house with the Rockets. What else? We got Theo Farrow says you're doing an awesome job, brother. Keep it up. I appreciate that, Theo. Big shout out to you. And Mick says 9 days till mid-May, baby. Yeah, let's go. Absolutely. It looks so good. All right, let's jump over to a couple of topics. We're going to come back to the Hex price. Hex price at 18.3 cents. And of course, we're testnet's running along at the moment. Look at this, 68% indexed already. That's hilarious. But of course, this is testnet 2 VB. And of course, we've got 3-second blocks. So the blockchain's running. The block explorer is really just like a window into the house where the blockchain is, kind of thing. And you can query it for all sorts of things, tokens, addresses, hash, transaction numbers, all that sort of stuff, blocks and stuff like that over in the top right here. Almost 1 point, going up towards 1.4 billion transactions on there, 15.7 million blocks. So cool. It's got 170 million addresses on there. Remember, we did a video the other day on how big Ethereum is and how big a deal the Pulsechain fork is. If you haven't checked that video out, man, that is one of a kind out there. It's got all the stats on how big Ethereum is, and you want to check that out because it really is a big thing that we're doing here. Richard is really playing the master game and on all fronts. This thing is designed to absolutely pump. So it's absolutely awesome. The other thing, of course, is that with Pulse, you'll be able to stake with the validators 4 to 8 weeks later, you'll be able to, for some of the larger accounts in any case, be able to stake with liquid loans. And of course, if you don't use liquid loans with staking PLS, and of course, that's also going to be able to loop back around, use the stable coin on there, and then pump the price of Pulse again. So we've got the launch of Pulsechain. 4 to 8 weeks later, we've got this big giant leverage platform that's having over $46 million invested in it, including the Hex Gold Whale and that and the Magic Carpet Ride team as well. And that's going to be absolutely pumping again. So we've got the first wave of Pulsechain pump, which is just mind-boggling if you think about it. We've got PulseX to Pulse. We've got the bridge opening up. We've got the airdrop. So we've got the airdrop, PulseX bridge. Then we've got the bridge opening up. Then 4 to 8 weeks later, we've got liquid loans coming in. It's just like, oh, wow. Oh, holy crap-a-doo-doo. This is ginormous. We've got bridges coming in, third-party bridges, fiat gateways. It's just insane. It's just insane, really, when you think about how awesome the pump mentors is. With tokens that are only going to decrease like a balloon letting air go out. It's just Pulse and PulseX is just going to go, the balloon's going to get scarcer and scarcer and scarcer with the supply. And it's just absolutely off the planet. So very, very cool stuff we're waiting for. And and all those, how big is Ethereum? Massive, 195 million wallets. And of course, you can see here 170 million here on the testnet here. Pretty amazing stuff. And, maybe 700,000 to 1 million active a day on Ethereum. And of course, we're gonna get a lot of that stuff. If you haven't seen the video of Richard Hart with Hexologist, I think it was in London. Richard's laughing. He's explaining stuff, and then he starts laughing, going. This is like I can't remember exact words. Something like a giant vampire attack, but he didn't mean it in such a way, because obviously Pulsechain's also going to benefit Ethereum. So Ethereum's going to get a lot of benefits from load reduction, or at least load sharing. Let's put it that way. It's a better phrase. Load sharing and the benefits that will come with that. So it's going to be pretty fascinating. But really, it is like anything else we've seen. Full system state copy says it all. That one line, full system state copy of Ethereum, is just remarkable. The AMM bot, of course, locks that liquidity, harvests all the liquidity pools, locks that away, and so can't be pulled. Liquidity can't be pulled, and sets that up in PulseX, and that liquidity is there to be traded. And of course, prices. Gives the basis of pricing things up, and of course, basically the AMM bot is like the first trade, and it's going to be fascinating to see that out. So it's going to be pretty cool as well. Let's have a look at Pulse Lab here. Now, this is where the devs are. Now, these are the public folders. So obviously, they've got their own private folders. I guess when they're happy with stuff, they move it into here. They have the public testnet. You can see there's a little minor update in there. I don't know what these updates are, whether with this text or something like that. 20 hours ago updated that. They have the issues over here, so people just log some issues here on GitLab, and of course you can see all the open 160 open and 229 closed. No doubt the devs come in and they either respond or not. I think you can see that's been assigned to Brett Pelson. That one there too. Brett assigned to Agris there. So you can see the devs there responding to those ones, and there's all sorts of different issues there. So it's pretty cool. So we know that that's been worked on. Pulsechain itself, all the dApps that are going on it, the validators here, of course, being able to stake, proof of stake, being able to stake with the validators here. It's so cool to see how many of our popular names that in the community. David Feder at the top there, Feder, who's just an awesome guy, does really great contributions, as well as being a great guy. But How to Pulse there as well, doing tremendous work there, and just how-to videos, lots of just so much good stuff coming from these guys. The NFTs and things. We've got HODL, of course, doing, one of the top content creators as well, out there as well. So it's really, really cool stuff there. I would be so good to see so many content creators and organizations that are out there, having validators if they have the technical expertise. And, because we need 33 validators, we want to be really reliable and strong. So it's really good to see that. But I think we'll have pretty good stuff. We've got Liquid Loans, of course. Liquid Loans is going to probably try and get to the top as well, because obviously that's good advertising and also supports the chain. So it's a kind of a win-win there. So we look to see Liquid Loans. It's going to be pretty competitive amongst these very popular people and organizations. It's going to be pretty interesting for that. So that's come up there. What else we got in here? I'm actually staked with one of these. I'm just trying to remember which one it is. But these are 33 validators, all in rotation. And what's this one here? So that's the first page there. These bottom ones here are not in rotation, so they're not active. They don't have enough pulse there. These ones here have a lot of misdemeanors and felonies, so that means you're going to get penalized with your revenue share, and that means that people would generally start to unstake from them and restake with the validators that are actually performing, right? That are actually supporting the chain, not getting misdemeanors and felonies. And so you'd want to be one of these ones. Even this one's in rotation. It's got a couple of misdemeanors and felonies, so that would have been a bit of a revenue penalty on there, but rest of them have been operating pretty well. We've got one misdemeanor in here. So that's interesting. So cool. Mid-May, baby. Mid-May. That's on there. Mid-May, baby. That's for Pulsechain. I love that. That's pretty awesome. All right, so that's cool. That is what's going on there. And of course, we've got PulseX running, testnet running pretty well. You can trade on the exchange liquidity. Now, limit orders will be coming, no doubt. And of course, then we've got earnings, farms, and pools. Like I say, we're probably going to, with PowerCity, we're going to get this compounder thing. Actually, I'm going to bring that up because it's pretty cool. That is one of the 3 products that they have advanced. They got 3 products that are pretty close to launching, which is the core, the NFT marketplace, and the compounder vehicle. Obviously, that's going to work with liquid loans as well. Let me just pull it up there. PowerCity at the top here, the running sacrifice still running. Let me jump over to the PowerCity site there. So we're going to bring that over, and of course this tool here particularly well. So this apparently is close to being done. The transformer bridge is close to be done in the NFT marketplace. So these top 3, they've got other things further down. The nodes coming later, and the accelerator, compound accelerator. So I think it's the bridge. I think it's the bridge that's coming first. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, and of course that there's going to be connecting Pulse Swap and these different bridges here. I'm pretty sure it's the bridge and not the compounder. The compounder's coming later. I'm very excited about the compounder, and that's going to be cool. So a custom front end for liquid loans lending protocol will automate various strategies to compound staking yield and accumulate more PLS. I think that's going to be pretty popular, to be honest. So very cool. But of course, straight off the bat, with Pulsechain launching, we want these kind of third-party bridges coming in, and of course, it's going to be a cross-chain swap connecting Pulsechain, Aave, Avalanche, Phantom, and more, avoiding exorbitant gas fees of Ethereum, reducing friction on fiat on and off ramps. So a swap between tokens on multiple blockchains in a single transactions. So that would be super cool. I'm looking forward to that there as well. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. Obviously, the ratio for PLX over the last month been pretty similar. Look at that, 2.5. Started off at about 2.45. It's been pretty similar, around 3 most of the time. Been pretty interesting. That the buy and burn at the moment is sitting at, wait for that to render, almost 40 billion, 39.64 billion on there. And of course, you can just hit there and you can claim that. That's going to be a little bit of bounty. You get a bounty when you do it. And bam, I'm going to hit that bounty there. So that's cool. That's about 38 cents. And of course, that wouldn't be profitable. You wouldn't want to do it on Ethereum, but of course on Pulsechain, it's going to be so super cheap that you can just claim 38 cents like that. Imagine if you're in a country where $1 a day is, is what you earn. Imagine if you were on Pulsechain, you'd be able to earn that, right? So that'd be pretty amazing stuff there. Look at those PLS party one just came in. Let me just burn that too. That's 79 cents. Look, I just made over $1 a day, just like that, claiming those. Could you imagine being a country where you earn $1 a day? I don't know how many countries do that, but if you were, you could just sit here and you just claimed it in like 2 seconds. Obviously, you got a bit of the luck of the draw because there's going to be a lot of people claiming the bounty here on the buy and burn. But that was pretty cool. So I just claimed that. I just claimed $1 or something, $1.20, whatever it was. So pretty cool. So the buy and burn's going really nice, and of course that is a part of the secret sauce fundamentals for PulseX. And yeah, PLSX burnt. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo. That was pretty cool. And the bounty sent to my wallet. Yeah, that's how we roll here on this channel. We are harvesting. You're wondering who's getting all that bounty? Yes, it's Hex Token Superman. That's how we roll on this channel. I'm just joking, man. I do not sit there and that all day. All right, so we got Pulse here at 1 cent. Woohoo! Pulse is at 1 cent. Yeah, it's down 9% there. So that's pretty cool. I think it's been higher than 1 cent, right? So just checking. We got PulseX at 003. I know it's been down because I've lost tons of money on our fantasy trade. I'm sorry, guys. I tried to do my best. I was supposed to be custodially managing our fantasy trade money, but I think I ended up. It's because the prices have gone down. 0031. We look at the liquidity on there. We're doing 1.9 billion in volume the last couple of days. Imagine that though for the buy and burn. That's so beautiful. Remember, we're getting about 1 billion is around about 700,000 buy and burn there. So that's crazy stuff on that. So cool. Man, if we were doing these sort of volumes, we'd be very happy, like very happy indeed, doing anything like these volumes. This is basically, these volumes here are basically half the DEX volumes at the moment. That would be pretty awesome. And hey, we've got everything in the lined up to do that. We're going to be excited to see it play out, that's for sure. So cool VIP. So we've got Pulsechain ticking along. We've got the validators ticking along, proof of stake. You can stake your PLS. We've got PulseX. Now, with the farms, of course, the pools, we understand that they won't be out immediately with anything like this, but we also have the voting DAO, and of course, proposals will go there for airdrops, just like you see on PancakeSwap, and of course, we may have a few extra things as well. Question over the incentive token, still need a bit more info about that, and I'm sure that will play out in good time with the incentive token, yield farming, and potentially pools. So we'll wait for that, and that will be deflationary tokens. So that'd be another piece of information there, maybe possibly around the emissions. A bit like liquid loans. Liquid loans has a loan token on an emission. We don't know. I don't know of anyone who knows the numbers behind that. So hopefully we get some transparency on that in future for the liquid loans there. Now liquid loans has got they're going to come out with the user interface. I haven't checked it today, and also the SAC balances as well. So that's coming up there. So we'll check that out. Finally, the bridge, of course. These are two things that you should play with before the Pulsechain launch. You should play with the PulseX on testnet and play with all the features. You should also, with the bridge, you should play with the bridge if you're wanting to bridge stuff over. Obviously, you can swap between the testnet. These are both testnets, but obviously when Pulsechain goes live, this will be Pulsechain mainnet. It's currently testnet. And of course, this will be Ethereum mainnet here on the other side. And of course, you got the different token names here. Depending on which side you're on. So Ethereum, if you bridge it over, it will be called Ethereum on the other side, ETH on the other side, Ethereum on the Ethereum chain. So you can flip that around pretty easy, switch the bridge, and that should work. So I think that's all you have to do. I'm going to click that. I don't know why double edges on there. Anyway, so you got Ethereum, for example. That's Ethereum on Ethereum, and of course you can send that over. There's a small fee, 0.1%, but it'll go over to Pulsechain and back and forth, so you can play around with that, just like back and forth. That's pretty much that. And I think we got some big news around the Hodge brothers, which I have followed in the past quite closely. So we're going to try and get back to that. Heinz Scripter says, howdy Brennan. Dingleworth says, just made a coffee now. Sit back and enjoy this smooth, soothing voice. Says Dingleworth. Hey, nice one. Appreciate that. And Benedict says, woohoo, happy to discover your channel. Hey, Benedict, welcome to the community. This is a family channel. We try to keep it to that as much as possible. So welcome to everybody. If you haven't subscribe, like, share, hit the like button there. We're 84 likes. I'm sure we can smash out 100 likes. Just hit that like button, bam. And if you haven't subscribe to the channel. The other thing, of course, is that we've got a Discord. Get into Discord and open that up. In fact, I haven't actually opened that up today, so I'm going to open up Discord. And you can get into Discord here, and we've got heading towards 350 members. So definitely hit the link in the top of the video description. Let's go bam into there. Yeah, we're at 314, so definitely if you haven't joined, join up. 350 is our next target as well. So I haven't even gone through all my messages, so I'll have to do that later after the live stream. Cool. Let's go back to Hex Price. Going to jump on to the Hodge brothers, I think it is. Pulse is going to explode. Absolutely, will be absolutely amazing. The documentary, the highest of stakes film documentary is going to be absolutely brilliant. And these guys are was it Grammy Award winners, the Emmy Award winners, one of those two. And it's going to be absolutely amazing to see them play out. It's going to be awesome. QQ's in house, yeah, that's awesome. And out liquid loan staking is going to be big, yeah. So yeah, like I say, I like to reiterate. Hey, Hex is at 18.4 cents. We got with Pulsechain launching. We got the AMM bot running, kind of like the first trade sets up takes all the pairs, puts them in Uniswap, PulseX pairs. People will get the airdrop, and of course they'll have being able to ratio trade with their PulseX or PRC 20s, and of course we'll ratio trade that. Then we're going to have 1 or 2 days later, we expect the bridge to open up. Obviously, third-party bridges are unknown, but imagine if they come out real fast. And then, of course, we're going to have that 1 or 2 day bridge. We've got all that pumpamendals all the way through there. And then, of course, non-stop people coming in to get the airdrop to participate in the Pulse chain, go into yield farming, all the projects that are going on top of it, pump, with all that cool tokenomics. And then after that, we've got 4 to 8 weeks later, we've got big projects like Liquid Loans, probably the biggest third-party premier project coming on to leverage and buy more Pulse. It's just mind-blowing. And, of course, all the tokens are deflationary. And the total amounts at the beginning. It's really, really awesome. So it's going to be a lot of fun, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hash Tree in the house. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. The film crew is on point. Yeah, I love their little teasers they did, the film crew. Man, they not only are they really great at doing their stuff, but they actually got a really great sense of humor on the Highest of Stakes film documentary. It really is cool. Ivan in the house there, PulseX Exchange. I think we're on the right side of history. Absolutely, Ivor. You are 100% right. And your last name, Biggin there. That's true. It's going to be Biggin as possible. It's going to be huge. Got to run, folks. Heal having a friend. Get his ETH off Coinbase and into Hex. Hey, nice one. It's now. Keep up the great work. You're a true champion in the community. Absolutely awesome. Cream de la Cream's in house. And is it true that staking Pulse via the validators is not profitable? It's kind of like a slow volume accumulation. So it's going to be relatively slow. And of course, the payout's a long way off. So maybe for smaller people, there's going to hopefully be other options to be able to get more volume. But that's true. That's now in house with the emojis looking good. I think we've got a couple of super stickers, so I got to go jump down from there. Let's make sure I didn't get too far there. That's where I am. I know where I am now. We've got, let's have a look here. We've got How I Made It in the house there. Copy on me, Hex Token. I appreciate it. Big bow down to you. I appreciate the support there. My bowels are getting a little bit weird, but hey, I appreciate it. That's just the way of me physically saying thank you so much. And Christos in the house there, me too. So a big bow down to you too. So I'm going to have to get some cool copies now. That's the way it goes. So a big shout out to you. Appreciate the support as well. So cool. We've got Hex at 18.5. It's pumping. We get a Hex Token channel pump. And of course, fueled by coffee. It's going to be our proud sponsor is the local cafe, which I haven't been to for a long time. But that's our sponsor. That's pretty funny. So I should say our sponsor today, How I Made It. How I Made It. That's the way. Aquila's in house says, wonder how many you got Rex shilling the obvious crap copycat, says Aquila. And Sandy Beach is in house. Good luck to you. And Hex Billa says, only show a Hexkin has to watch to stay on top of Richard Art movement. Thank you so much for all the work and research you do, mate. I appreciate the Hex Billa. Yeah, that's kind of the heart of the show. It's just to keep that kind of general flow. But obviously, I can't cover everything, and it's sometimes we get members in the chat there that provide some of the latest, greatest information. Like yesterday, I think Sandy Beach gave us something, Brazology gave us something, and it's the cool thing about a community is obviously, you can't see everything, and it's always good if you hear something, get it into the chat there, and that contribution really helps to all of us, staying at the frontier. So definitely is awesome stuff. So big shout out. Aquila's in house here. This guy will probably use his Discord to parasite off Hexkins again in the future. Be careful, guys. Oh, we got troll in there. Sorry, guys. Let's have a look here. Oh, that's a shame. I don't know why we get trolls, but hey. Yeah. Sorry about that. Someone trolling in the channel here. Excellent choice says, if you didn't see my answer last night, my internet connection was getting terrible. And thank you for your response, brother. What else we got go? I think Hex community is safe. Yeah, I think so. What was the top conversation here? I don't remember. Was a couple of conversations at the time. Let me jump through some of these. That's Quilla. Oh my god, jump through. Man, talk about trolling. So look here. Well, there are no referrals in Hex or Pulse at the time. Lots of coins got people attention. Just ignore it. Yeah. Robbie O's in the house. Hey, yo. And Hex, yes, dude. Thanks to you. Found and now understand Hex. Any more positive people in the world wishing you, all your friends and family, well, I guess. What else we got there? Hex, yes, please. All Hex skins, the best of luck over the next month. Absolutely. Lies beneath in the house with the emojis looking good. Thomas Turman in the house there a few years ago. You could be an early adopter and lock up coins to help validate networks for good profit masternodes. Yeah, I remember that, Thomas. Now, I didn't participate, but I faintly remember that. Quilla says we will be keeping an eye on your Discord. Says, oh God, I'm still going through some of these weird things. Look, Stingwall says your turn. Yeah. Brazil, yeah. I think that there's more green candles than red, says Dave. Word, this show is Hex-centric crack. Yeah. What else we got going in there? The haters, they can't stand your success, man, says Heinz Crypto. Absolutely. I don't know. These guys are all from, I know where they're all from too. They're all from the same place. We all know where they're from, unfortunately. They got nothing else better to do than go troll content creators. I time them out earlier, says Sanovich. Yeah, winning every day. That's the way. Pusher Man, Hex, yeah. Hook Shock says, I think I'm going to sit out the pre-bridge and then wait a couple of days before I bridge over my Hex and other ERC20s to swap for Pulsechain. I sacked at PulseX. I'm very excited about that. That's pretty good there, Hex Shock. I think, the kind of safest strategy is do nothing and just sit on your bags if you can. T-shirt pushing 20,000 soon. Yeah, absolutely awesome. That's awesome, eh? We're going to check that out as well. Don't want to distract the stream anymore, but yes, expensive. Cool. We've got 8.5 cents on Hex, and of course we've got the Hex daily stats coming out soon, so we're going to look at those. But before we get onto that, we're going to get into the Rackham thing here with the Hodg Twins here. So I haven't actually got their founding tweet here, but we've got 10,000 spots shipped right now via donation. Zero sum value for non-taxable event tax post as per your local state Fed requisites. I leave that to you. You have nothing to lose. I welcome you to mock me into the ground if I'm wrong. Take the offer. He always says that stuff. It's funny. But that's what he posted out in response to the Hodg Twins, I guess. Now, I haven't seen the Hodg Twins comments here on PulseX, so let me just scroll through this. I'm not sure the link. I haven't seen any of this stuff, so I'm not sure if they've tweeted that recently. We are huge advocates for cryptocurrencies, but HODL is for dummies. What else have we got in here? Someone said they posted a link, something about PulseX on here. Not sure if that's going to show. Let me have a look. PulseX. He's quick there. So if you guys got the link, let me know. Can't see it here. 5th of May. Not sure whether it was they responded to someone else's tweet. Might be in a retweet. So apparently they had put something out about PulseX. Yeah, they put something else about PulseX. So I'm not sure what that was on. Whether it was on a tweet or retweet. Can't see that either. So let me know in the chat if you've got anything on that, because I can't actually see that one. If you're a troll, you're not truly a Hexkin. That's right. So I don't know. It's kind of bizarre. They're like almost in a cult. Those people that troll, it's kind of weird. No more timeouts for those. Yeah, right out of here. Just send them out. Yeah. Too much leverage there. Just came in to troll the channel. They've been trolling my comment sections on my videos as well, so I just delete them. Hexkins made the best trolls. That's apparently true there, Mix. When Pulsechain, says Nicholas. Yeah, we covered that earlier, Nicholas. So kind of mid May, late May is kind of where we're looking at this stage. Never caught you live. Usually watch recorded. Great content. Waiting for Pulsechain to drop. Woo-hoo. A large picture. Good to see you in the chat. Very, very cool. Hex is the best. Yep, I said that. Mix. Yeah. It was funny that Overwatch was talking about the other day, saying that people need to clean up the brand of Hex. Not like like on the website hexwebsite.com, it's still got the scams section on it. I think they should probably delete that too. I think we should just move forward in strength now. That's what we should do. You have to go to that. You have to go to their replies, and we are early adopters of this channel. This is going to blow up, says Big Spiller. That's true. Them boys are paid shills. That's true, CJ. Like, share, subscribe, says Brennan. and they probably own Bitcoin. Hex be upon you. No Colt says Mix. Yeah. Damn right. We my man Superman's back through whatever open voice chat and Discord, and if they want something, they can come at me. Mexican Hexkin says I'm waiting till Monday to get my last hex before the fork. Want to ride it up before Pulsechain swap. So cool. I haven't been in there to be honest at the moment. So cool. What else we got going? So yeah, definitely get into Discord. We've got 340 members. Going to hit towards 350. That's going to be really, really cool. And we're going to jump over to here. So yeah, definitely Hodg Twins looks like they're on the battlefield. Anyway, I haven't seen the tweet though. If I do find the tweet, we'll talk about that in more due course. And Easy's in the house there. Woohoo! Oh wait a minute. Woohoo! Yeah. Jen Hex says, Hex Token, you tricked me into learning more about Hex, PLS, and PLX. How dare you? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Craig. That's the thing. So pretty cool. Woohoo! All right, so get into Discord, man. It's so much fun, and we've got such a good team here as well. So get into the wraps there. Woo! Oh, Hodg Twins. I think Robbio's got it. So let me pull it up. View on there.
Are you in the market to buy?
Pull it up there. I'm gonna. All right, bam. All right, so let's have a look here. Thanks, that Robbio, for this one. Got Hodgkins. Are they kidding? Really? Oh my gosh, we are using huge. So that was the one I looked at. That comment there. Take profits. Don't ride these altcoins until down 80% until it makes you an idiot. It's not for us to feel to lose your money. That's why Hex is so genius. You stake, time lock your Hex for a certain number of years. Don't ever have to think about the end of those years. You get price appreciation plus interest earned. And then Hodg Twins said, I sacrifice for PulseX. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's awesome. That is really good. That's really good. So very, very cool. Bros, you should do a live stream with Hex Rangers. He's a real guy. We'd have a great conversation. I'm a big fan of yours. I mean to type live stream with Richard Hart. How you Hodg Twins know what's up. And so stuff like that. So that's really, really cool. PulseX Twins, Pulse Island. Lots of people in there. Very, very cool. Hexy Cat Hat, we need you to get on with Richard Hart. Would be truly be an epic stream. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So really, really cool. Hey, thanks, Robbio, for posting that in the chat. So very, very cool. We would really love a Pulse Twins and Richard Hart stream. Yeah. Go for gold on that. So that's really cool. Just trying to see who else is in there. Tortoise Johnny's in there. Evan Wright says Tortoise Johnny. And Pulsechain's in there as well. What you say, I does. That counts as of both of you. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Hexagon girls in there too. Got these. That's classic. That's classic. So some pretty one of us. Love it. That's pretty fun. Yeah, so that's very cool, man. That's great news. That's just things getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So I love that. How many people they got following them? They got 953,000 followers on Twitter. Pretty awesome. Now I have watched a lot of their videos on YouTube, so yeah, I am familiar with them pretty well. They're pretty cool guys as well. So nice one there. All right, very cool. We're gonna go back to the Hex chat there. Bam. And we're at 18.4 cents on Hex. What else we got there? So big shout outs. Yeah, big thanks for Robbio for that one. Lord of the Ring reference. A Kiwi should know this. And what's the reference? I'm not sure on that one. I think Mexican Hexagon says I think it might dip and wait to see what that massive stake does on the night. Could dump of it. I'm not so sure about that, Mexican Hexagon. I think 3 arrows because Pulsechain's coming up, it would be in their favor in my view to hodl. But if Hex price pumps, they could sell into that if they're not going to ratio trade at all. I actually haven't pulled the address yet to see where they sacrifice, so that'd be interesting. 1 wrench to move them all, says Brenton. That's true. 1 wrench to move them all. I like that. Let's go, Hexkins. Gently tap the like button and subscribe. This man's a legend. Much respect for all your hard work. Show your support. Absolutely. Sandy Rich in the house there. Woo! How many followers do the twins have? Yeah, 953,000 on there, but they have a YouTube channel, I think, as well. So that's pretty awesome. Nicholas says Hex is the best stake as you get more Hex by time. That's true. Every T-share is like a T-share Hex printer. Nice work. They sacked. Yeah, that was awesome. Around the Hodg Twins sacrificing. That was a real surprise. Sounds like the Hodg Twins are going to take profits at 10x. Lol, says Christos. Yeah. Big Simpson house. Woo-hoo-hoo. Can see Big Simp. We are rocking here as well. We're going to get the Hex daily results out soon. Probably another 5 minutes away. We'll get those results out. Get Hex says, thank you, Superman, for one of the best comprehensive and informative channels in the Hex community. No fluff or egos. Yeah. They sacked. It was a damn good sack. Yeah, I bet it was, Greg. St. Duke says, I'm very gently asking if you're able to comment on Silver's video if you haven't already. I want to hear your side. Shilling other coins is cool in my book, but not representing that you're an OG. But not representing. Oh, St. Duke. Okay, so I'm going to respond to this one time. This is the time I'm responding to it. I've not seen his video. I don't spend my time, trolling other channels. So that's just up to him. That's the kind of person he is. So not the kind of person I am. So that's just pretty much it. Secondly, I have other YouTube channels and I talk about crypto. So I've got multiple crypto channels and that's what I do. I also have Bitfury channels. I have Axiom token channels. I have Wise token channels. They're all certificate of deposits. And so I cover all those. Finally, he was trying to troll my channel. And so I did not respond to him. And so that's why I ended up deleting him out. So that's pretty much it. He's a troller. That's what he does. And that's what he want to do. Cool. And OG, I am a Hex OG. So that's it. And I'm not responding his question about the flush address. The flush address was basically the ETH address, okay, when hex.com was going. And so they're flushing the ETH to that address. I wasn't going to respond to him because he was trolling my channel. So that's pretty much it. So that's the end of my answer to that sake, Duke. I take any influence action with a grain of salt. Yeah. Large pizzas in the house there. Lost all my liquid Hex to hacker. Had to early unstake and lost half of that in penalty. But Hex is such a strong performer that I only lost about 20% of my initial investment. I doubled it up then, says Large Pizza. Check Rackham, says Thomas. Yeah, I think I looked at that one, but we will have a look.
Today, we live and work in a borderless world, and you can hire the best talent out there, no matter where they are.
Oh yeah, we did look at this one, so I looked at this one already. Yeah, we covered this one, so that's cool. All right, so Hex 25 cents is incoming. Silver is a troll. Yeah, he is a troll. I mean, that's what you're doing when you're doing that. I'm not interested in that sort of stuff. This is the immature type side of crypto, and if that's what he's like, that's what he's like. I'm not going to go to his channel and start dogging him. He's the one who's came onto my channel. I even made him a moderator, and then he started turning on my channel. So it's just like, I think he's got some issues, right? So we've seen other people in crypto with issues like that. So it's just the way it is. That guy's a troll. Next, says Robbie. Yeah. There's not a problem to be an OG at all. Yeah. I'm an OG. Silver is just trolling. Yeah, that's true. RH is tweeting a lot as 24 hours. I think Pulse Mania is around the corner. Yeah, it's getting very close, Nicholas. Absolutely. Full-blooded Hexkin says space auctions. Absolutely. Sorry, lag says no, that's all right. Move on. Hex Token has addressed the comments he's made. Yes, I just addressed them all. So that's done and dusted. So there we are. All right. What else we got going there? Last piece says, I'm not entirely sure. I used to migrate treasure as I sacked from MetaMask. It may be because I was using Cryptex miner running. Well, I was accidentally ran off on to see the global trotters as I was late. That's true. So as a fart knocker, who cares? Yeah, that's right. So we don't want to have a channel that's like that, and that's what I'm not going to do a channel. Like I say, this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. So yeah, leave Hex Token alone before you make me mad, says CT. Yeah. Tip for SDA, don't drink and troll. That's true. Yeah, love your Hex coin channel, says Darkman. Hey, appreciate that. I'm not an OG, but sorry, I don't think if you're around found RXA before someone else makes you smarter or special, just makes you rich quicker, tired of the toxic BS. That's true too, Greg. So cool. All right. So All right, so let us do. We're going to jump around here, and that's the market's all right. 36 at the moment, 2,700 at the ETH there, and we've got the markets at the moment kind of shaky, but I think the crypto market's looking pretty good for a bounce back. Hopefully it will bounce back from here, and as crypto often does after it has a little bit of shaky bubbles. But Hex at the moment is still looking really good, and that's probably the main thing there. We've got the uptrend still in place, so we're back here on the 27th of April at 4 o'clock. That was our kind of support point, and we're back up here on the 7 o'clock here on the morning on the 6th of May, and now we're currently just still moving up here, looking pretty positive, to be honest, and targeting at 20 cents there. Now we've got the Hex stakes coming out, so we're going to have a look at that. And we've got a day 886 just come off. Yep, day 886 just come off the press, so we're going to look at that. 6th of May, and we've got 18.47 cents, so up 4%. That's always cool. We've got a payout here. Payout per T-share is 6 Hex per T-share, and we've got the increase in T-share rate at 6, so that's up to 21,724. We've got the APY at 38%. We've got 128 million, so we're quite dramatically down from yesterday. Now I don't know if there's much of a shift in the liquidity pools. Obviously, haven't checked that out there. We did look at that yesterday, and had been some adds, some additions. So I'm not sure if there's been some reducers there. I haven't done the math on that, but at the moment we're at 128.7 million Hex in the pool. And man, if we get under 100 mil, that's going to be awesome. So we've been there before, so we look forward to that. So yeah, I should probably save the Uniswap pools actually in future, just so we can check that out. Now we're going to switch over to the amount. Oh, sorry about that. I'm getting dizzy here. We've got enough. We've got 10.6 million T-shares, up 5,341. That's pretty cool. And what else have we got there? We got stake supply up 80 million. So almost 61.4 million there. Circulating supply down 74, 2 days down there. That's nice. And 2 days up on the stakes. That's what we like to see. That's what Hex is all about. And we're sitting at 9.59% of stake percentage of coins. And total holders up 468. And stakers, change in stakers 84. Change in total stakers 131. And current holders up 354. Heading towards 300,000, man. Woohoo! 300,000 strong, and that's nothing. Pulsechain hasn't even launched yet, so it's going to be absolutely amazing with that. And stakers up over 92,000. This number's slightly higher than stake wrap, and this I don't know why, but that is just the way it is. I think that's it. I think that's probably it for the day's results. Not bad, eh? Not bad. We're talking at 18 past 12, and we're up to 118 minutes, so we're going to keep going for another 12 minutes. That's how we roll here. You had lost of community support from Rags, Jesse, and Liquid Loans today. Haters gonna hate LFG, says Larry. Yeah, well, it was weird, just honestly weird behavior. I don't know what's going on there with that person, but that's just the way it is. That's what you get in crypto. Craig, I agree. We're all in it to win it. Absolutely. STA is an OG. He is an SDA. He is an OG, as I understand it. So cool. Whatever that means. So I mean, it's just overplayed terminology. And just the way it is. Larry Parley says that was supposed to say you had lots of support, not lost support. Yeah, that's true. What is an OG? WT is BitBoy. That's true. Mix. I sent you a new Maximus Hex token, my favorite at the moment. Sent you a few Maximus Hex token, my favorite at the moment. Hey, well done there, Thomas. Appreciate that. And BitBoy is Richard Hart in a different multiverse. That's true, Bizology. Bizology is onto that. Now, if you haven't checked out Bizology's memes on Rags to Riches show, go check that out for sure. St. Duke says, thanks for the explanation, man. Much appreciated. Keep up the great work. You know, so to give community. Hey, appreciate that, St. Duke. Is that a GameFi thing? Says Mix. Larry says we need an edit button on comment. You had lots of support from Rags. Keep doing what you're doing. We're going to win. Yeah, that's right, Larry. Absolutely. Yeah, the problem is we don't have enough edit buttons. Now, I remember that when Elon took Twitter over, didn't he talk about some new features like that on the tweets? A large pizza. Last week, what will be a winning strategy to get Pulse PHEX to PLS, PLSX to PLS, or stablecoin like PUSD, PLS, or PDI? Well, you know, a large picture, I think possibly some of the ERC20s that you didn't put in there might be a better way of getting Pulse, because the ratio may not get sold down as much on those tokens. So that might be a better one. Now, obviously, that only applies to, so the AMM bot's only harvesting ETH pairs and putting that into the PulseX. So it's going to be interesting to see that play out. And I guess non-ETH pairs will have to be set up into the PLX pool. So it's going to be pretty interesting for that as well. So there's a few little unknowns there at Large Pizza, but I would say that is probably going to be the case. We know a lot of people that have got PLX. There's a certain amount of percentage of people with PLX that are going to be trading for Pulse, so that's going to move the ratio. There's Pulse PHEX. We also know that a certain amount of people have got PHEX or accumulating PHEX that want to ratio trade that for Pulse as well. So I think Pulse is kind of, for all the evidence is kind of heading towards that direction. That first Pulse is going to be the one that people move, so the ratios will be relative to that. I'm expecting somewhere for Pulse PHEX PLS theoretical ratio somewhere around 40 to 90 in that ballpark, and the PLSX roll one PLSX PLS could be somewhere between maybe 2 and 4, somewhere in that ballpark, is kind of what we're expecting. But of course there could be extremes depending on what the big whales do, so we'll see about that. Stable coins, USDC is probably the better one in some senses, but we'll see. Obviously, USDC, USD Tether, the custodials have keys, therefore they can, turn off wallet use and stuff like that. But PDI is decentralized, but it's also a lot of the supporting tokens for DAI, ETH and other stables and stuff like that. So last time I checked, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see that. I would say they're riskier in my view. They're riskier. They could get fractionally supported, but they are risky and they may not get custodially done over, as it were. But probably out of those ones, PHEX. If you haven't got PLX, then PHEX is the way to go. But once again, a lot of people are doing it, so the ratio could get quite bad. And maybe other ERC20s are better strategy for you. Maybe SHIB or SHIB probably going to be popular too, like Hex. So maybe some other ones, maybe Link or stuff like that. But once again, there's a lot of unknown stuff. So even though I'm saying that, we don't know what's going to happen in the future. So it's not something that has the likelihood may not be as strong as the probability of that event, as it were. So yeah, we'll see. Sarah says, can you retract your comment? Dakota Fernald says, I have 10,000 Hex, win Lambo. In good time there, Dakota Fernholz. I'd say just keep hodling the next 2 years, 3 years is what I'd say for the Lambo there. I did comment above, sorry, says Sandy. Salmon House is there as well. Hi all, we'll catch up Saturday morning. Headed to the local Harry's for dinner with family. Hope I know you know this old place in SB. Good on you, says Sam. And I appreciate that, Sam. A lot of the crypto crowd are immature moon kids. After launch, I will disappear from all online activity except Hex Token channel. I appreciate that, James Bond. Yeah, so this hopefully the part of this channel is that it's a family channel, and I'm trying to keep it, a mature channel. Obviously, there are people out there that they might be very talented, they might be very knowledgeable, but they've got some issues, right? So I don't want to really play in that camp. That's not what we like to play in the mature big boys thing as well. Dakota says, I would like it. Oh, the other thing I didn't say, of course, back in the OG days, my channel was called Crypto Mania. So that was my original YouTube channel back in early 2020. So that was what it was called, Crypto Mania. It got pulled down by YouTube, but I used to do Hex referrals there, just like many other channels did. And I know a lot of people from there, I don't want to dox them out. And I'm not going to do that, right? So that's just the way it goes. But it was called, that's what my channel was called. And then we used to, Hex had a referral. You could self-referral up to 32% through the AA lobby, and that's what we used to do. But, once it got pulled down, that was it. And I think it was somewhere in March or somewhere like that. I can't remember exactly when it got pulled down, but it was back then. Large Pizza says, great explanation of ratio possibilities getting PLS. Thanks, says Large Pizza. You're welcome as well. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun though. Woohoo! It's mind-boggling if you think about, like I talk about every day, as you guys know, twice a day, in fact. It's going to be absolutely amazing to see what happens with Pulsechain. It's going to be absolutely mind-blowing to see what happens. This is the biggest thing in crypto, man. I keep saying it. It's the biggest thing coming up. Like I say, there are a lot of other good projects. There's small projects. This thing is the big, giant thing. And you guys know it. It's going to be a great ride. Enjoy it. Be cool. Watch the emotions and make sure you got your plan in place and keep to it. If you've got a note, if your plan is to do nothing, that's a great strategy because that's where you don't get wrecked. You just let the price go up and do its thing. Let all the market activity play out, and you just watch the price over time. And be patient, just like with Hex stakes, and just enjoy the ride. And Thomas Turner says we grow, no explanation needed. Superman, hey, thanks very much for that. Hey, Ryan's in the house here. Ryan is a cool guy. Superman is a cool guy. I remember having chats with him in December 19. So there we are, folks. A boom, yeah. Mic drop from Ryan Lopez. Boom, boom, boom. Mic drop from Ryan. So there we are, folks. If that's not enough for you, I don't know. This is the way we roll on this channel. I appreciate that, Ryan. Big shout out. Thomas Turner's in house. Woohoo! Love it. And Dinger Wolf says staking on Hedron is the way to go. I'm in, says Dinger Wolf. Yeah, that's the way. And I have my strategies written down in notebook. Old school. Yeah, old school. Woohoo! Nice one. Very, very cool. That's very cool. I like that. You could do a movie about that, Sandra. Maybe you should get in contact with the highest of stakes and maybe they can do something with you. That'd be awesome. AK says, Hexkins, be careful from any attacks against us. Billy Guy Dodge followed with the blue check mark and Twitter got followed by Jeff Bezos today. Has blocked me on Twitter for no reason at all. That's funny. I never spoke to him. That's hilarious. Brennan says, taking notes. Yeah. It could be the Hex, was it the Pulsechain Diaries, Sandy Beach? You could do this, the Pulsechain Diaries. That'd be so cool. All right, cool. There's a movie like that, something Diaries, isn't there? Something, pretty sure. Wasn't there a movie about something about the traveling pants? Something about the traveling pants story. I can't remember now. Like, there's something like that. Anyway, Hex price at the moment is at 18.5. Woo-hoo-hoo. Rocking and on, man. And let's go to the daily on the Hex price. We're coming up to an hour and 30. We're going to jump through here. And there we are. We're going to be going. All right, so cool. That is the chart at the moment, 18.5 cents. Boom, there we go. And we're waiting for that 20-cent mark. I'm going to move that over slightly. It looks pretty different on this chart, but looking good. This is our green pumpamental. That's what we were looking for. It's our hopium. It's our stuff. So far, so good though. I mean, I have pulled the chart over left and right depending on when it is, because we just don't know when the timing is. But we are expecting something like this. But of course, this is lined up with the timeline here. And there is two scenarios before the launch of Pulsechain and a scenario after the launch that could pump the Hex price there. Obviously, further down the track, Hex is a no-brainer, right? I've covered so many videos on this. So Hex has its own specific pumpamentals, but of course, it's also going to benefit as the golden child of the Pulsechain and PulseX boom. And I've talked about that many times. It's going to be absolutely amazing to see that play out. So cool. We got Sandy Beach in the house. They're laughing. Yeah. Sandy Beach, Pulsechain Diaries with starring Sandy Beach. That'd be pretty awesome. AK says, only reason is I supported Hex and have Hex my display pick. That's cool. Hey, don't stand proud. In New Zealand, we have a Maori saying says kia kaha. That means stand strong. So just stand strong, that's for sure. Oh, that would be cool tip. Yeah, it would be cool. Was it the Malv? Craig says the Malv Sandy memories. Yeah, the Malv Sandy memories. That's pretty cool. Thomas Turner says, peace family, stay well and strong. Haters gonna hate these Dodge followers. We'll use Pulsechain in the future. That's true. What else we got there? James says, Hex, Pulsechain, PulseX FOMO is going to be epic. Absolutely, it's going to be amazing. And we're going to have to sit back and have a little run there. What movie is saying rocking the DMV? I just can't think of it. Or is it just a song? No, I can't remember. Brazology will know the answer to that. I just can't remember. Someone told us the answer in the chat because I didn't know either. That was pretty good. Good night, Thomas. Good night. You're leaving, says Craig. And Ben Whistler says, on my phone, your video is blurry. Other ones on YouTube aren't. Anyone else seen Superman? It seems okay on my one. I'm not sure why that is, Ben. Maybe it's just a one-off. I'm not sure why that is the case. I am using a brand new iMac there, Ben, so should be okay. James Bond says, hashtag never selling till 10,000x. And Thomas Turner says, not over. Okay, getting a beer. Not getting a beer, yeah. All right, we're up to 1 hour and 30, folks. We're probably going to wrap up here. Don't forget, I'm on back for another live stream later today. And we're going to have, that's going to be a lot of fun too. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be very, very cool. Dirty Paws in house looks clear to me. And no minds, says Brennan. Nice one. All right, if you're a Hex Token channel member, smash the emojis on the way out. Thanks for watching. And all right, cool. Yeah, thanks for watching. And I will catch you later on today. And probably in about 4.5 hours, maybe 5 hours time, somewhere in that ballpark. And Ben's got TA chart. And Hex at the moment, 18.3 cents. Woohoo! If you're a Hex Token channel member, smash out those emojis. I'm going to have to get the right emojis in there. Bam, 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 bam. All right, cool. The other thing is, of course, thanks for the super stickers today. Appreciate that. So that was really cool. That was from Christos and How I Made It. Thanks for the super stickers. And yep. Mexican, cheers, man. Cheers, Brennan says. Hex looking great here. Says Hex is the way. Hey, Hex is the way. Peace and love to you, brother. Keep up the great work. And we've got the emojis in the house. Looking good, man. Strong, strong, strong. Who can we raid, says Brennan. I don't know. Let's have a look at Hex streamers. Hex streamers. Who that is in the chat there at the moment. Pulse Radio is the only thing on at the moment. The next thing coming up is Vibra live stream and RH Max. I've not heard of either of those, but they're coming up there as well. So if you want to check out Hex streamers, I'll post that in the chat there on the way out. Boom. So it doesn't look like anyone that I'm familiar with on there at the moment, but I'm going to go and watch Crypto Heartbeats video with the PulseDodge coin founder. And of course, don't forget, you can watch the Biz with Briz on Rag to Riches. That was on just earlier 3 hours ago. So definitely check that out. So cool whip. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Take care now. Bye. And I'll see you later on today. Cheers.